Hey, shalom, shalom. Want to start off by giving no praise to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, B'Shem, Rakak, Kodash. Double honest, the apostles of GMS, and honesty, brothers doing the work and truth, while sincerity. This is a quick one. This is, I'm gonna title this one. What is India doing with ICBMs? Right, this is a fulfillment of Joel the 3rd chapter, which I'll go into. Because when you think about the international players on the on the war front, India is not really a name you think of, but alas, they have nukes, right? And they're going to be one of the nations that will rain their nukes on that land called America, pursuant to prophecy, right? And you can read this is basically saying they test fired this nuclear missile here. I think this is better picture of it here. This, I mean, it even looks Indian. But yeah, I mean, it is one of those things where it's like these scriptures, these prophecies are being fulfilled, and it's beautiful to watch. Right, so Joel 3, and we'll start from verse 9. It says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Right, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears." Right, so that's plowshares and pruning hooks representing agriculture, right? So basically, and obviously swords and spears representing weapons of war, right? So this is basically representing the fact that these nations are going to start, what's the words I'm looking for? These nations are going to divert funding from agriculture, etc., into war and military, which is what you're seeing. Like I said, from time in India, right? I know India for rice and curry, right? But they're getting, but they've had nukes, right? And they're getting ready for this war, just like Russia's getting ready, just like how America's getting ready, right? It says, "Assemble yourselves and come, O ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat." Yahweh Shaphat meaning Most High's judgment, Yahweh and Shaphat, right? It says, "For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is..." Well, I've missed something I wanted to grab. Yeah, so it's like, it was in verse 10. It says, "Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong." Right? Now, these ICBMs make any nation feel strong, because it is it's a deadly weapon, right? Where because they always use that word deterrent. I'm just trying to look for it. Right, it says is expected to become the backbone of India's deterrent against potential enemies. Right, now if a nation wants to fuck with you and they know you got that nuke, they go and think twice, right? So I'll jump back down to verse 12. It says, "Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathens round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of Yahweh is near in the valley of decision." Right? So, hey, lots of people gonna be there, and it's gonna be as has been said before, it's a great meat grinder of the Lord, right? This is Jeremiah 50:14. It says, "Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, O ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against Yahweh." Right? So this is basically saying, every nation that has this ICBM, right? And that's what these arrows represent, right? They basically represent these ICBMs. It's all the nations, all you that bend the bow, all the nations with ICBM, shoot at her, right? This her being Babylon, which we know is America, right? It says spare no arrows, right? So basically, don't keep any ICBMs behind, right? It says, "For she hath sinned against Yahweh," Right? And this is why these things are happening, right? You know, are going to happen to that land of America, right? She's going to be hit because she's look how much wickedness has happened in that land, right? This is Revelation 9:16. It says, and the number of the army of the horsemen, right, which is representing these ICBMs, says were 200,000, right? And I heard the number of them, right? It says, so this is 200 million missiles, right? That are going to be shot on America. And so if India's got ICBMs, they're going to need to shoot at them. They're going to need to shoot them on America, right? For the prophecy to be fulfilled, right? We read Isaiah 55 and 11. It says, my word shall not return unto me void, right? So yeah, like I said, what the hell, you know, is India doing with ICBM nuclear missiles? Right, until the next time, I say shalom.